Hi YouTube, Bullhorn Betty here. So new information just breaking from News Nation. Our beloved Brian Enton just went live on YouTube talking about the case of the Idaho 4, the 4 university students that were slain at their off-campus housing at the University of Idaho. He just confirmed, breaking, just confirmed that Kaylee had significantly more injuries on her person than anybody else in the home. And they also confirmed that the girls were in Maddie's room, and that was that back room on the back side of the house, not over the overhang that had all the lights on it. Above those lights was Kaylee's room. It was on the other side, the dark area that had the cinder block, the room right above that. That was where the girls were at. Again, it is now confirmed Kaylee's injuries were more significant than any other injuries in that home. Now it's time to look at the possibility of this stalker. Who could that stalker be? Now, where does the relevance come in here? The relevance comes in is because now the pool around Kaylee is opening up. So the Mad Greek restaurant, the patrons in the Mad Greek restaurant, everybody in and around Kaylee are now suspect. Because again, it sounds to me, as of tonight, based upon the News Nation report that was just released on their YouTube channel, identifies Kaylee having significantly more injuries than Maddie. So this is horrible news, but again, we're learning that it is possible that Kaylee is the target of this crime. The others were just casualties. They weren't the intended target. It makes me wonder here, because we do have some information early on in this case from Kaylee's family. And it was that she was not staying there. She was staying home. The only purpose of her being there was to go see her BFF, Maddie, and to show off her new Range Rover. Sorry, I'm moving around because my arms are getting tired. So just bear with me. So who would have been able to know that Kaylee would be in that house that night? There are now some other theories opening up here. Was somebody staying there and watching that community, meaning a lot closer to that home, i.e., they must have lived in close proximity to that home? That's one theory. The other theory is whomever had this issue with Kaylee may have seen her at the bar or the grub truck, right? And then he knew she was back in town and therefore decided to follow them home or go into that house later that evening. So again, we know Jack is cleared. So the idea of this being her boyfriend, let's remove that from the equation. I know many people are going to start speculating that it's the boyfriend again. Let's remove him from the equation. It's time to open up our thinking box. Time to open up our thinking box, and let's start looking into this with new lenses, because the people we've been looking at are not the people or the person that is involved in this crime. But this is some breaking news tonight. Breaking news tonight. We have now learned that Kaylee was significantly more injured than her counterpart, Maddie. We know now tonight that there was DNA evidence left by the perpetrator at that crime scene, but it does not match anybody that they have samplings of or have not processed all the samplings. Not sure which, because we're not hearing this from law enforcement. And now we learned tonight from News Nation, our beloved Brian Enton, that they were in Maddie's room as well. So let's start opening up these thinking boxes. Let's start looking into this case. Let's start looking into this case with new eyeballs. Now that we have this information, let's take this forward. Let's figure this out. Let's get some new names pumping through the streets of YouTube so we can start looking at these people and finding out if there's anybody of interest that police need to know about. God bless each and every one of you, and justice for the victims.